In this video, we are going to study about unit number 3, that is Java Fundamentals Object Oriented Programming. It is part 3.2. In this, we are going to see different conditional statements. We have seen, I have created one more video of if condition and remaining conditions we'll see in this video. The learning objective is that about conditional statements, types of conditional statements, and how to use these conditional statements. The conditional statements are used for performing different actions for different decisions and control the flow of execution of a program. There are different control statements in Java are if statement, if else, while statement, do while statement, switch case statement, and for loop statement. Here is the example of how to use the while statement in Java. The while statement is similar to if condition, where only instead of if we are using the keyword as while, and the condition we have to check the condition. If the condition is true, then only the compiler will move into the body part of the while loop and it will be executed. The statements will be executed. If this condition is false, it will move outside the while loop and the remaining part of the program will be executed. The same thing is shown in the diagram also. The initialization. After initialization, it will check the condition. If the condition is true, it will move into inside the body part of while loop. And if the condition is false, it will execute the rest of the code in Java. Now we'll see another type of conditional statement, that is do while. The difference between while and do while is very simple. In do while, it will not check the condition. First, it will execute the code and at the end, it will check the condition. We'll see from the diagram. The do while loop, the statements inside the loop will be executed, then the condition will be checked. If the condition is true, the loop will be again executed, and if the condition is false, it will move outside the loop. Means if the condition is true or false, that will be checked afterwards. First, the loop will be executed. This will not happen in while loop, because in the while loop, initially itself we are checking the condition. If the condition is true, then only the body part of the while loop will be executed. Otherwise, it will not execute. The same thing, we'll see the example, that is class Java app is written. In the main function, we have written as integer I is equal to 0. That is, we have declared one variable I of integer type and it is of 0. The value of I is 0. Now we have written the keyword do and we have written the body part of that. In system.out.print, the value of I is I. The value of I is printed and it is incremented. And afterwards, by using the keyword while, we are checking the condition. I is less than 5. If this condition is true, it will execute the body part, that is system.out.println and I++. It will execute once. I will be is initially 0. Now it will be incremented. It becomes 1. Afterwards, again the while condition will be checked. I, that is 1, is less than 5. Yes, it is true. It will again execute this body part and now I will be again increment and it will become 2. And this thing will go on continuously until the condition of while loop becomes false. That is, I will is not less than 5. At this time, the loop will not be executed and the compiler will move outside the loop, and in this way the do while statement is executed. Now we'll see another type of conditional statements, that is switch case. In switch case, we justify each and every case and different cases, and the compiler checks each and every case. Whichever case will be true will be executed. And in the diagram also we can see we have used, if the condition is true, everywhere we have written break, and when the condition, the block is executed, it breaks and it moves outside the switch case. Now we'll see in the code also we have written main function, and in main function we have declared one variable as user, which is of integer type, having the value as 18. Now in switch case we are checking the number as 18, the case 18, case 19 and case 20, and the default case. If these conditions all of them are false, then the default will be executed. But as the user is 18, having the value as 18, the case 18 will be executed. The system.out.print UR18 will be printed, and break. After break, it will directly move outside the switch case loop. If we put as user as 25, there is no case having number as 25. Therefore, the default case would have been executed. This is the use of switch case. Now, finally, we'll see for loop, which is a type of conditional statement. In for loop, which is very much similar to the while loop, but in while loop we cannot increment the condition, but in for loop we are incrementing the condition. We'll see that we are going to generate a Fibonacci series of first 50 numbers. Therefore, the class Fibonacci we have written. In this, we have written one main function where we have declared four different variables, that is a, b, c and n, where a, b is equal to 1, and we have used one for loop. In this for loop, n is equal to 1. We are incrementing n up to 10. Therefore, we have written n is less than equal to 10, and we have written incremented n with n plus plus. Therefore, n will be incremented after executing one loop. Then we have written system.out.print, the value of a will be printed. Then we are adding a and b, and we are putting into c. Then we are swapping the values. The value of b is put into a, and the value of c is put into b. This loop will execute until and unless the value of n becomes equal to 10. Once the value of n is equal to 10, this for body part of the for loop will not be executed. And in this way, we have seen the use of for loop in this conditional statements. Thank you. Hello friends. In this video, we are going to